Just had to stop, guys. There's been a bad accident, literally just in front of me. I was just going around the corner, and it must have just happened before I got there. Oh no, 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 no. No, I don't want to see that. There was a really bad accident just there. There were two motorbikes knocked off. Guys knocked off the bikes, two cars involved, and someone flashed me as I was going around the corner to warn me something was ahead, and it must have just happened just before I got to the corner, because there were a few people there and I thought we were under control, but it wasn't. There were a few bikers behind me who pulled in front of me, and there was actually a guy still underneath his bike. So they started lifting the bike off him. I'd have helped if I'd have realised how soon it had happened. So they lifted the bike off him. I think he were going to be alright, but the other one, the guy on the other bike, his body was all mangled. It was absolutely horrific. Found that quite upsetting, to be honest with you. Now, I like Queen Victoria, she were alright, and I like Victoria sponge cake as well. And there's a state, I think, in Australia called Victoria. I've heard that's pretty good. So, when I saw on a map somewhere called Victoria Falls, I thought I'd better go, you know, another Victoria to tick off my little list of things I like. It's a waterfall. It's lots of water falling. That's about it, really. You know, nice views if you like that kind of thing. But I was just passing, I thought, yeah, I'll throw that into my video, why not? Why do they call them waterfalls anyway? Have you ever heard of a water ups? No, all waterfalls, that's called gravity. So, I don't know, just call it water. Waste of, you know, it's much easier to say water than it is waterfalls. We're just wasting his breath, really. Obviously it falls, we know that. I think it's about time I reeled off some boring facts for you. I haven't done that for a while. Right, these are Scottish pine trees, I think. The Scots pine, if it's growing at sea level, it'll grow... Ooh, big fly on me. Ooh. If it's growing at sea level, it'll grow 30 feet in 100 years. If it's growing on the mountains, it will only grow 10 feet every 100 years. So it doesn't matter how big the tree is, it could still be very, 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 very old. Now, this place used to be full of them, all on the mountains. But back in the 1600s, there used to be an iron smelting place here, and they used to make cannons, and they needed the wood to burn the iron smelting things, however they do it, I don't know, but they needed wood and they cut down the trees. But they grew back a bit, but then in World War II they cut them all down again to use as ammunition boxes. They needed the pine wood. So there you go, that's why there's no trees left. War and war. And one last little fact for you. If you see the mountain over there, where is it? There. Yeah, there, that big one there. Now that's 1 kilometre tall. I can't remember what it's called, don't ask me, I don't even know where I am. But it's a national nature reserve because of these pine trees, they're looking after them, supposedly. But that's made out of two kinds of rock, is that mountain? It's 1 kilometre tall. It used to be 5 kilometres tall when it first formed, because the bottom layer, you can see it's in like 2 layers. The bottom layer is called something called gneiss. That's how you pronounce it. It's not spelt N-I-C-E. I don't know how you spell it. It's a kind of rock, and on top of that it's sandstone, and the weather's just eroded the sandstone off the top over probably millions of years. Yeah, just thought I'd tell you that. It used to be 5 kilometres tall. That's pretty big, isn't it? I've not actually had the chance to show you how bad the midges are here in Scotland, but maybe you can see them around me now. If I stand still, can you see how many of them there are?
I'm absolutely covered in them. The dogs are going balmy. I've said dogs because I'm not on my own. Hey, we've got company. We've been joined. We've been joined by people. Oh my God, it's them again. It's them again. Me Julie and me Martin and me mosquitoes. Now, I'm sure you might understand what the problem is with these mosquitoes. It is balmy.
So here we are, me Martin and me Julie and me Sadie and me Rexy. By the way, Rex is called Rex, but it's not spelt R-E-X, it's spelt W-R-E-K-C-K-S, Rex. See, Rex things. Right, we're in a place called Plockton. Martin, would you like to tell everyone all about Plockton?
No.
No, he doesn't know anything, you see. Don't worry, I do. So, Plockton, it's one of the most scenic places in Scotland. Fact. Just driving into here, I didn't know anything about Plockton. I do now, don't worry. But just driving into it, it just looks beautiful. And when you get here, you've got a little island in the middle there, a little harbour. Around the corner is some houses which are like painted, beautiful colours. All this, what's that? Is that heather over there, do you think? Is that rhododendrons? Okay, pink rhododendron, I think is. And trees over there. And the water is crystal clear. You can see the bottom of the water. It's absolutely stunning. There is a TV programme which has been filmed here called Hamish Macbeth. Have you ever watched that?
No.
No, I haven't. What's it about, do you know?
Hamish Macbeth?
Someone called Hamish Macbeth. If you've watched the programme, it was filmed here. I've never seen it. It just sounds boring, doesn't it? If you're going to name a TV programme, don't call it Hamish Macbeth, because no one's going to tune in. So back in about 1830s, this was a booming place for herring, catching herring. But the herring changed direction, apparently. True story. They just stopped coming here. They changed direction, went to a different place, and the place went into decline. It also got affected by the potato famine, and it then became known as the Village of the Poor. True story, Village of the Poor. And then all the rich people who own all this place, they decided, because people used to like rent parts of it, and the landowners just turned round in the end and thought, I can actually make more money by putting sheep here. So they got rid of everyone who lived here, put them on boats, sent them off to America, Australia, wherever, I don't know, Ireland, I don't know. And they just put sheep on here, and it just became a nothing town, just a bit of a bum town, Village of the Poor. But it's doing really well at the moment for tourists, people like me coming over here, because of this Hamish Macbeth, and the scenery is absolutely stunning. So I think it encourages people to come now. Honestly, it's worth a stop, it's beautiful. Right, me Julie's found a box. I don't know any more than that. She's turned up with a box, and she says open it, have a look inside.
Yes. Now, you know we've agreed to come back next weekend.
Yeah, I'm seeing them again next weekend.
Well, this is a wee kit that should get you through the next week.
Oh, a kit to get me through the week. I bet you anything there's a roll of toilet roll in there. Oh, tomato ketchup, Golden Wonder. Yeah, we're all right with them. Oh, there's more, there's more. Look at this, look at this. Oh, squashes. Can you see all this? I can. Gummy bears. I still haven't used that other battery which you gave me. In fact, I think they bought me two. Did you buy me two?
Yeah.
Bought me two. I haven't used any of them yet. Two more. This is for the midges, is it? Skin so soft for the midges. Two of them. Washlets. That's a posh name for poo roll. Oh, Jennifer Aniston. Yeah, that'll keep me going. Yeah, I'll need them. And one last little... In fact, let me put it that way. And one last little box. Oh, you learned how to do them. You must have been watching my video showing you how to make them.
Yeah.
They are very nice. Not as good as mine, ones I made, but they look alright to them. Very well done. What a lovely little box. Thank you very much, my Julie. It's very kind of you. And because you're coming next week, I'm going to expect most of... Oh, yeah. Yeah. Dan, don't forget that £50,000 target. Is that what I win if I do get it? Jennifer Aniston. And Andrex washlets. What a week I'm going to have. We've stopped again. We've stopped. My Neanderthal. Where are we?
Strone Ferry.
Strone Ferry. Why are we at Strone Ferry?
Because I'm looking for a castle.
Because we're looking for a castle. What castle might that be?
Castle Strone.
Castle Strone. I don't know if I know anything about that place. Are we actually going there?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh well, I might know something about it, but I'm not sure. We'll see when I get there. Once I've seen the place, it'll come to me if I know anything. Yeah, it's literally just over there. But you have to drive all the way around. Look what we've just found. A shipwreck. Or a boat wreck. It's not very big, but it is definitely a wreck. Being followed here by the funniest dog. It just keeps walking in front, stares at its little stick, and then you walk past, you don't throw the stick, so the dog will then pick it up. Look, it's just staring at it. And then it picks it up, goes in front of you, and then drops it again. It's been doing this all the way up the road. Yep, you keep your eye on your stick. It ain't going anywhere because I'm not moving it. So here we are inside Castle Strome. S-T-R-O-M-E. Martin, do you know anything about this castle?
It's in Strone.
Yeah.
Strone.
Strome?
Yep.
Castle Strome. Do you know anything about it?
It's got no roof.
It's got no roof, that's correct. Anything else?
It's quite old.
It's quite old, yeah. In fact, it's from 1472, that's when it was built. It used to belong to the MacDonald clan. But in 1602 there was a big feud going on between the MacDonalds and the Mackenzies, right? And the MacDonalds, will you stop it with that stick? I'm not playing. I'm recording. Sorry about that. In 1602 they were falling out with the Mackenzies and the MacDonalds. So the MacDonald says, come and have a go if you think you're hard enough. Come on then, come on then. So all the Mackenzies came over. And then the MacDonalds thought, oh, we shan't have said that now. And basically the Mackenzies were kicking the butts of the MacDonalds. So they says, I'll tell you what we're going to do. You're really, really soft, you MacDonalds. We're going to let you go. So if you just leave your castle, we'll call it, you know, we'll say that's the end of it. So all the MacDonalds left the castle, left it to the Mackenzies, and the Mackenzies blew it up. They blew it up into this ruin, and that is how you see it today. It's not changed since 1602. Did you know that? Just as we're leaving the castle and reading the information, I didn't need that, but there's a funny story in there, so I suppose I should share that with you. There'd been fighting between the MacDonalds and Mackenzies, and there was a few Mackenzie prisoners in this castle, in the dungeons. And in 1602, the women, the MacDonald women, went out to the well to get some water, but they were scared stiff that the Mackenzies were going to come and get them. It was in the middle of the night. Anyway, they got the water out of the well, but instead of putting it in the water barrel, because they were so scared and couldn't see what they were doing in the dark, they put it in the gunpowder barrel. And the McDonald men went barmy at the women for making such a cock-up. Whilst this is going on, they're all shouting at these women. One of the Mackenzie guys escapes from the castle, runs to the Mackenzies and says, look, get over there and attack them now, because there's a load of commotion going on because these women just made a right cock-up and put water in the gunpowder barrel by accident. So that's when the Mackenzies came over and got them off guard whilst they were busy arguing and shouting at the women. That's a true story, it's on that board.
So that's it guys for another day. We're at a new camp. This on my head is a mosquito net. I know it looks a bit silly, but you really don't care. The mosquitoes aren't that bad tonight actually. We did have them a bit, but nothing like last night. So yeah, we camped here. There's our tents. We're at the roadside because we couldn't find a good spot. We were driving around for hours looking for one. We've had thunderstorms, rain. We've had chili, sausages and bacon sandwiches. It's been a good day. So keep the donations coming in, people. I've noticed people donated quite well since the last video. Thank you so much. I can't get online to read out who has donated, but thank you all so much. Go to diggingthecoast.com and click donate. All the links are in the description. Please keep it up, guys. I'm relying on you. We've gone over £44,000 now. Fantastic. See you in the morning with me, me Julie and me Martin. And honestly, every time I put the camera on, they run away. Come here. In fact, Julie's done it. Martin's never done it. So we'll see you next time on Digging the Coast.
3, 6.